another Play Unplugged unboxing. I'm incredibly excited about today's unboxing because it is from one of our sponsors. It's the Mage Wars, this very anticipated Forcemaster vs. Warlord expansion set. We're actually running an event with Mage Wars and Phantom of the Attic Games. That'll be this weekend, the Saturday the 2nd and Sunday the 3rd of March 2013. We'll be checking out this new expansion set for one, but I have an advanced copy for review, and so let's crack this sucker open and see what's inside. This set's going to feature, as the name would dictate, the Forcemaster and the Warlord, two new mages to enter the arena. And so it's not as big a box as I expected, but I gotta tell you, it feels like it's completely filled to the gills. So let's check out what's inside. All right, looks like a rule sheet with probably some added addendums and errata, and some sample spell books for Forcemaster and the Warlord. We've got a sheet of new tokens to go with the ones that come with your set. Oh, it should be mentioned, you do need the Mage Wars core set to use this. 2 sets of cards. And lastly, everybody loves these, new spell books. Let's take a look at this stuff under the core. Alright, well, we'll start with the instructions. Really, not much added here to the core instructions. Just, it's kind of like 2 sheets together. Nice and compact. Put that back in the box. The tokens are cardboard. They're nice and sturdy, and they get the job done. Art. Apparently, Veteran is an ability that the Warlord can give to some of his creatures, so that's pretty cool. We've got some dazed markers. Looks like a bunch of them, so that might be something that the Forcemaster does. I'm really interested in this compass marker because I don't know what actually, it looks like, depending on the direction, maybe there's an effect that moves around the board and it'll move. All the movement in Mage Wars is orthogonal, north, south, east, west. You know, there isn't diagonal movement, and so this actually might be an indicator of some kind of effect that travels depending on the die roll, like a random movement type effect. Another initiative counter. Apparently somebody can become invisible. That's kind of cool. So some stuns and some burns, and this taunt with the Warlord's face on it. So I don't know if that means he's being taunted. I wouldn't mess with him, or if he is the tauntee. And so let's take a look inside these card packs. Now, it wouldn't be too beneficial for us to go over every card. There are so many. There will be some duplicates, but you know, just to get a quick look at what we've got in here. So we've got the Forcemaster's card, and all of the mages have this card, kind of represents them on the board. This card is the card that gives you their abilities and where they're starting at, where all their markers are and things like that. And so it looks like she'll get a deflect type of ability, some kind of telekinesis thing, force pull, a lot of stuff going on there. And then here are all the new cards. So all different kinds of things for the Forcemaster, for the Warlord. But they're not the only ones who are getting cards in this, of course. There are also cards that are for... There will also be some cards that are like, say, you know, this has like an elemental symbol or like a golem symbol on it. This is, you know, this is magic, is elemental lightning. So it's not all Forcemaster Warlord, though that is the primary focus because those are the new mages for this expansion. So I hope there's a lot of new wizard spells, because that's my preferred mage. Though who knows? I mean, this Warlord guy looks awesome, so he could quickly become my my new favorite. Garrison posts. You can see what all the cards are really nice. There's a lot of nice artistry to this. One of the things that looked neat when I was looking at some of the previews are that the Warlord's monsters that he can summon, creatures that he can summon, a lot of them seem to be like from a fantasy army, like a fantasy military. So lots of goblins, orcs, soldiers, things like that. There's Watchtower. So yeah, a lot of really cool new cards, new equipment, all kinds of stuff to expand your Mage Wars game. And I always like being able to add, I just like variety, and I like being able to change things up, make things new. Now, for me, these are really the main event. I have to say this is one of my absolute favorite aspects of the game, is building your own spellbook. And so having more spellbooks to show off, I just love being the guy lurking behind the spellbook, getting ready to cast my spell, whatever devious new spell I'm going to have. It's one of my favorite gimmicks of this game. And so getting 2 new spellbooks to go along with the ones I already had is awesome. Have some really cool art. They really are evocative of the idea, this is your spellbook. So we've got this one, which is kind of like, it's metal bound. It's got runes on it, some swords. This might be intended to be the Warlord's spellbook, though it would look fine for anyone. And in the same regard, this might be intended to be the Forcemaster's. It's full of arcane runes, with more of a darker tone, kind of matches her outfit, but at the same time also would be appropriate really for anyone. It's just a cool spellbook with a lot of cool art on it. And pretty much the same thing. Really high production value on this stuff. It all is really nicely made, with a lot of care. So there you have it. So that's our unboxing of Mage Wars, their first expansion, Forcemaster vs. Warlord. You can check out more unboxings, plus news and hobby tips on the tabletop gaming industry at www.playunplugged.com. Please follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter. Wait, take that. Reverse it. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. And also, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you'll get a lot more of this content, a lot more unboxings and things of that nature. And thanks for watching.